Good evening, it's Wednesday night. Just finished a Lakers-Nuggets game. No LeBron James, no Nikola Jokic, no Jamal Murray. So kind of a weird one. Doncic went off like crazy in the first quarter. Reeves looked great, some impressive threes from Connect tonight. Resulted in a Lakers win, moving them up from 5th in the West up to 3rd. So interesting news on that front. In other news, very, very busy, productive day at the shop. Lots of progress across the board. The blue 540 wagon is running, though not very well. Manual conversion work seems to be successful. What we're experiencing now is you start the car, it revs to like 2,500, it falls to 500, it revs to 2,000, then it stalls. So fault codes we have, check engine light comes on almost immediately for VANOS function, inlet, cam, bank 1, and bank 2. And I talked to the owner today, said, how did it run before the conversion? He said, fine. I did the chain guide 6,000 miles before the conversion. It ran 6,000 miles smoothly, without those symptoms, without a service engine. Soon light, it passed smog, no codes. So then the transmission, the automatic transmission failed, and he parked it for about 1.5 years, and then he brought it to us. So it's now been roughly 24 months since the car ran, and we're dealing with these issues. So tomorrow we're gonna dig into that. Do a little bit of basic diag, change out some cam sensors, change out some VANOS solenoids, see if that makes a difference. Could be just due to some inactivity. I don't know if we're seeing, the fact that it's on both banks makes me think it's a problem further upstream than cam sensors or solenoids. But I mean, what are the odds both VANOS adjustment units failed or both cam to cam chain tensioners failed? Very low. And of course, those integral engine components and timing components don't change between transmission types. We have not touched the engine at all. It's not been opened. It's not been retimed. No sensors beyond retuning the DME for the proper version of that emissions equipment. It changed every couple of months, but this is a May 2001 540. So we're using the May 2001 540 sedan manual, ZB number on that, but we're almost there. The transmission and shifter feel fantastic. We haven't tested cruise control yet just because it's really hard to drive. Stalls out all the time. You have to keep starting it. Might have an issue with the starter. About every 4th time you start it, it makes this awful, it's not a grinding noise. It's not like what's the name of that gear? Helix, something like that, that pops out to engage the flywheel. It's not like that gear is grinding against the flywheel teeth, but there's some sort of noise there. I don't know, more time tomorrow. In the meantime, X5 engine is out, apart, fully disassembled. We started cleaning today of components that will be reused, such as the timing cover, engine mount arms, power steering reservoir bracket. I did buy a new reservoir today. Reservoir was caked with maybe up to 1/4 inch of dirt and grime. Reservoir's cheap. The fluid was not maintained in that car at all over the last 24 years. So we're just replacing all hoses, all filters, all reservoirs, stuff like that to try to get rid of the scum. The cooling system, somebody put in that stop a leak stuff, so it's coated all the inside of the hoses throughout the entire car. They're all constricted because they've got this layer of goo in them. It's disgusting. So all of that's gonna be new. Block and head tomorrow goes over to the machine shop. We're gonna let them build out the rotating assembly, install the head on the block, do everything but install chains, time it and dress it. So we'll do that as it comes back here in a few weeks. But the good news is the machine shop's not busy. They told me to bring it in. The problem is I don't have a way to get it there. So I'm gonna have to rent a car tomorrow to drive 0.2 miles to drop it off. It's gonna be like $100 to use a car for 10 minutes. And I don't wanna Uber it. If I were an Uber driver and somebody showed up with a dripping engine, even if it's bagged, even if it's put on cardboard, even if it's put in a bin, it's still gonna make a mess. I know how this goes, I've done it before. Martin's back on the M6, the Indy Red Coupe, the 06 E63 M6. The drive shaft showed up today and that last front strut from Germany showed up today. So those items are being installed. We're almost done with that. The other one's at a body shop right now. It's coming back. We need to get front tires on it, a little bit of rear suspension work, and then it's done. So we're wrapping up a ton of projects. It's just delay after delay after delay as usual with sublet schedules, parts availability, scope creep, all the normal factors. So saw the game tonight, had some pizza for dinner, getting to bed a little bit early. It's 10 of 10 right now. Tomorrow's gonna be a really, really busy day. I've got a bunch of phone calls scheduled. I'm going over some estimates tomorrow morning on that black 97 540. And I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Hope you guys had a good day. We'll talk Thursday. Good night.